Inquisitor, the 30 defense, combat only, ultimate Ironman, who now has full Inquisitors. Last time on Inquisitor, we completed an elite clue, we got a new dog. Oh, shoot! We got a new book. Ooh! And last but not least, we came to a crushing realization that the Dragon Hunter wand is useless for us. Okay, grind over. We trade Purdue and buy the imbued Majorina cape again. We want the Zamorak one, as always. Minus 250k. An elite clue. What will you be? Atop the Proud Spire. Lovely. Step 1, Step 2, Step 3, Step 4, Step 5, Step 6. We're going all the way. Alright, the final step. Step 7, we get the casket. This casket cost me a grand total of 3 elite clues, and we're just gonna open it here. We are praying for that 1 in 35 mimic. Yet another elite clue of all time. A potential master clue step. The master clue will be, yeah, we can do that. Sick. We can do a master clue. While I'm here, I'll toss in extra clues. So now all I need is an elite clue scroll to get another master. I did a little extra work to get the extra hard clue and easy clue. The caveat to this is I need to start this master casket with checking the wilderness steps on this clue, and I still need to check the drawer locations on that clue. So I very well could have 9 completable master clues right now. Ah! Holy sh... No! Mercy! Mercy! No! Oh my god. Well, we have a master casket. That was terrifying though. Holy. Ow. Oh, well, that's unlucky. Bro, they all stacked? How cringe. Oh, I forgot. No. I have no food. Nice. Oh, we saved it. Let's go. What? Oh, okay, that works. No, that works. I just can't log out though. So that was rough, but on the plus side, if you have 2 wizards death dotted, you just need to pray the opposite one and you'll be good, right? Last time I dug in this spot, I didn't have anything attack me at all. It just gave me the clue. But that is step 1 completed. Another Joral step? That's crazy. Well, on the plus side, I don't have to look at this Joral step. I can save this one for next time. I just realized it says, the strange device cools as you find your treasure. What strange device, Smile? I don't have one of those. Oh, nice. We got another Wildy step. Love to see it. Nice. Okay, solved it, baby. There we go. So that's step 2 completed. Maybe I should just start in the wilderness with the next Joral step. Jeez. Master. Now all of the completable Joral steps are labeled on the ground, which is very nice. At least until we get the new Lovakenge mine areas and the new Menaphos area, because I honestly have no clue what happened with those dig locations. That is the last wilderness location to check on this new Joral step. So, thankfully enough, I'm just gonna set this one aside for the next juggle, rebag everything, and go finish this master clue with the out of wilderness steps. So I've decided to kill a lizardman shaman, which should technically be possible in magic gear. I'm only here to kill one, so shouldn't be a big deal. Okay, that wasn't too bad. A rune med helm for my efforts. Hell yeah. So that is step 3 completed. And the next step. Yeah, we can't do that. Step 4. The strange device cools as you find your treasure. And completing the good cryptic master clue, we combine on a worse one for step 5 completed. Sherlock is completable. Cool. Another one bites the dust. And another rune medhelm for our hardships. Actually wasn't even that bad, to be honest. And that is step 6 completed. Step 7, we're going all the way. Using the old up the stairs and down the stairs tech, I de-aggroed the wizards, killed them one by one very easily. And this will be another master casket. We want a 1 in 15 mimic so that we can increase the cap of clue scrolls. What will it be? A Lovakenge hood. Well, clog, I guess. It's sorta cool. Cosmetic. Meh. I'm very whelmed. After master clue number 5, we are down to a lovely 3. Potentially 3. 2 for sure master clues and 1 79% chance approximately to find a dig spot with the Joral step. I calculated it earlier today. Oh. And it turns out I'm blind. I have 3 completable master clues and a potentially completable master clue. My mind just blocked out this master clue for some reason. Oh my gosh. Remember, we don't include the good clues because we need to save the good clues to complete bad steps, which increases our chances of completing both master and elite clues. Superior 670, 421 with the flail. While testing the Dolo alt method where you use your main account to spec the boss down, I was in the process of running my main account back to scout for me when... Nah, bro, please. Well... Man, the 1 kill! I decide, hey, let's try Eldermaul specking and running back. Yeah, that's my luck. Hey, +1 bag spot, so I can't even complain about that, if I'm entirely honest. 700 Venenatis. Either PK or another scout.
No, as in,
Oh,
I
he got gem.
Oh,
Yeah, I got the Voidwaker gem, so I left.
I didn't even notice that. You said absolutely nothing.
I was muted because I was talking to my mom for a second.
Oh.
Unfortunate timing. That's all. Voidwaker gem number 3.
Wow. Alrighty, and that is the Venenatis for today. We got a lovely 79 KC. We saw 1 Void Waker gem, 742 total KC. We continue another day. Oh, and we also got this elite clue. So what will the clue be? Sigley the Huntsman, Relka. We can get there and we can talk to him, but that is incompletable because you need to have completed the Fremennik Trials. And the wiki doesn't say it requires it. I mean, I can go check, but I'm 99% sure that this requires the Fremennik Trials. Ah, and so it is. I have it marked red. I can go check because things have changed in the past, like the Joral step has changed. Sigley, can I count on your vote? Absolutely. Yeah. He won't talk to us about the clue. That is a rip, my friends. So yeah, this one is a drop, but it's a drop which I hand on over to Watson. We are safe from the wilderness. We got another elite clue. It will be completable. Very cool. Just add that to the pile and get to piling. Oh my god. No. That's so sad. In the duo, too. That's absolutely tragic. Well, aside from using the Ursine out here in the 4s, doing duos is probably my next best way to have the chance to get the fangs. It's alright, I'm almost to rate. I can't complain yet, even though I've been complaining already. Smile, smile, smile. We hit drop rate for 4-mans, of course. Oh my god. Another gem! Archie got one of those yesterday. Surely I'll get one of the drops soon, right? Right. 50 duo KC today. Archie got fangs and another Voidwaker gem. We're at 792 Venenatis KC, and that is 800 Venenatis. Ah. Man.
Well, at least you didn't bring your fedoras.
Yep, that's true. We are down to... what's next? Torag's Hammers? Torag's Hammers are next. 17, max hit! Whoa! I think at, like, averages to, like, 30-ish. Be careful. Daddy feisty again. I'm waiting to see if he drops in. He's just chilling. He hopped, unless he did come down. I didn't see the crawling animation though. He came in, okay. Bro! On the plus side, he's a solo PKer, so we should be able to get away pretty easily. Careful, he's trying to drag you onto me to freeze you. Oh my god! I bopped him! Surely he doesn't have friends. I bopped him again! Wait, he's actually running? Oh. All I was asking for was the rest of that hour's free farm, bro. Today's been bad for PKers, holy.
They're hungry.
Yeah. Oh, what the? So that was just a no move, huh? Interesting, I've never seen that before. Ever. Bro. Holy timing! Oh my god!
What happened?
PKers logged in this, like, after I clicked play now on Inquisitor, and it took too long to log in. One of the PKers already hopped, and then the other one was in the process of hopping, so I don't think he noticed me. Oh no, that's a unique. No. Why does it have to be the D2H? Ah, that's rarer than the fangs. The fangs are the most common item here. Oh, get me out of here, man. I'm so tired. I hate the wilderness so much, bro. And that's it for day number 3 with duos with Archie. Archie's been the only one who's came out to Vene in the past 3 days, so I greatly appreciate that. Thank you very much. We did 52 KC today. We have done a lot more, but there were a lot of PKers out today. September 25th from, I believe, around 2 or 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. EST. So I have no clue what was going on today, but yeah, a lot of PKers. Here's how the log is looking. 844 Venenatis, 69 Spindel KC. Can't do Spindel anymore, otherwise I'd be there instead. We're getting down there for the fangs. We are now over rate, and I have my contribution at Venenatis set to 0.2, which is scaled for my 4-man teams, which I think 0.2 is good to have here. I do generally do that amount of contribution, and generally I don't go with a full team of Ursines, although I have in the past. Most of the time it's like 1 or 2 Ursines, so I do think that is a reasonable contribution amount. Also, with the Dolos, I believe I'm doing around 30% of the DPS, which would be 0.3 in this area here. And if you want to be a little more strict, you can say 0.25%. But I'm definitely doing more contribution in the duos towards the boss kill compared to the 4-mans. Yeah, at this rate, I just want to get the fangs and get out of there. I'm so tired of the wilderness. So while I've explained how to kill Venenatis before, I haven't explained my Dolo defense spec method. So it's as simple as this. You need your Wilderness Sword 4 or Wilderness Crab Teleport, some way to reach your house to restore your special attack, namely the Teleport to House spell, maybe the Master Clue Strange Orb, or a Rock Cake to assist with lowering your HP faster. Of course, a defense reducing special attack weapon, like the Elder Maul or a Dragon Warhammer, and optionally a super combat potion, though I found I just used Piety a majority of the time. So the method, you are just seeing it on screen. Use the Wilderness Sword 4 or the Wilderness Crab Teleport to get back to the Venenatis Cave, enter the Venenatis Cave, use both your special attacks on Venenatis and simply die. As soon as you respawn, teleport to your house and restore your special attack, or if you have other means of restoring your special attack, you can do that too. And then repeat. Teleport back out to the wilderness, get back to Venenatis' cave, and continue speccing the boss. I found that with Barrow's weapons, I would aim for 2 to 3 special attacks, while with the Obsidian Mace, I would aim for around 4 to 5 special attacks. And then after doing all the specs that you want to do, you can just run back into the wilderness on the specking alt and scout for yourself. I would recommend killing the little spiders when they spawn as well to help out the other account, but that is up to you. And last but not least, the goal here is to 3 items, so you can simply, again, return to the wilderness to scout for yourself. You can 4 item, but remember to turn on protect item. So 3 solo kills is what I managed in that, I guess, quote-unquote hour. We can say maybe half an hour of attempting to kill the boss. The main issue is I only have 4 doses of super combat per inventory, right? And I feel like decanting even more than that would be a waste, especially if I got PK'd. And in this specific inventory, I only got 3 kills instead of 4 because a PKer logged in beside my alt, and I obviously had to flee the cave due to that. So every PKer that logs in, I don't even think he went in the cave, costs me a super combat dose because I need to leave the cave. Solos? Not fun. Solos do give me the most contribution, even though including Elder Maul specs off of the main account, kills still take me around 4 minutes with Barrow's weaponry. Better than 6 or higher with no spec though. Well, good thing I left. That's just the way she goes. I'm gonna try to go back to finish the kill, but I don't have any additional stamina, so could go pretty badly, or it could work out. Who knows? Gonna toss a little refresh at the Ferox Enclave and then run back. Darn. Really? Uncut diamonds? Well, at least we got to finish the kill, right? That's a plus. 7 total solo kills this morning, and it is a Friday, September 26th, so it is time to wrap up for the weekend, I think. I've already seen a lot of PKers, and I don't think it's about to get any easier. That feels bad. Well, I guess going again on a Friday was not a great idea. I need to switch up the content. If you ever want to feel like quitting the game, do wilderness content on an Ultimate Ironman. That is an additional 10 Venenatis duos added to the total KC, 861 KC, and that is essentially everything we lost, plus the Torag's Hammers and the Amulet of Strength. But that's fine. We alk the Dragon Two-Handed Sword, plus 120k I think that was, or something like that. All right, here we go, testing out the Tome of Earth at the Kraken. Oh yeah, I forgot. Now it'll use the correct spell. There we go. Now we'll tack on the Mystic Vigor. We should be getting an approximate 2-second time save per kill, by using the Earth Wave with the Twin Flame Staff and Tome of Earth. With the Augury Prayer on, it is 0.49 DPS, better than the Trident. And without Mystic Vigor, the Twin Flame Staff is 0.7 more DPS than the Trident. I started with 10,000 air runes. You bet we're gonna calculate the cost. Oh, there's the max hit. 3714. All right, the first trip of Kraken has been completed. We have 57 kills in the first hour. Now, at first, that may not sound too great, because in the past I've had, you know, maybe 54, 55, 56 kill trips if I've been lucky with the Trident. However, we have to remember that those were with the Piscator's teleport scrolls, which saved me quite a bit of time running up there. So I'm fairly sure without the Piscator's teleport scrolls that we get around 50 kills with the Trident in an hour. So yes, the Twin Flame Staff with Tome of Earth and the Earth Wave is better than the Trident by approximately, and we can say it pretty safely, the Tome of Earth with the Twin Flame Staff and Earth Wave is better than the Trident by about, we'll say, maybe 8 kills an hour on average. Over 3 inventories, that's 24 kills, which could make the difference for completing a task within 3 inventories. However, I don't think it is worth the 2 bag slots when I'm not actively using the tome. For the tome and the pages I just showed. We used 560 casts of Earth Wave, which cost 368,000 gold. And checking a prior clip, we started with 564k cash. Subtracting the prior amount, looking at the current cash stack, we made 424,000 coins. So we made approximately 56,000 coins from that trip. And of course, after we sell the soul runes, it'll be a little more. And the death runes. I did use the Trident to tag the Kraken for a majority of that trip. So while statistically, Earth Wave with the Twin Flame Staff is better than the Trident, I don't think it's worth it at the end of the day. It costs more for effectively 8 additional kills an hour, we'll say. As a rough napkin math, the Trident costs around 300 coins per cast, compared to the, and I'm just counting the blood runes for this, 658 coins on average per blood rune. I don't know, over double the cost for slightly more kills an hour. Personally, at the end of the day, I'd just take the Trident. I will admit, the one thing I would miss about dropping a Tome of Earth is the fact that we have unlimited Earth runes with the book equipped, which means hypothetically I could get rid of this Earth rune stack temporarily. That saves me an additional inventory slot, I guess. Again, temporarily. I can buy these back extremely easily. Dang, if only we could combine the Mage's Book and the Tome of Earth's abilities. If you know, you know. And that is another trip done at the Kraken. And if we open up the bossing info here, we see 111. So that is not quite 57. That is 54 kills in that hour. And I'm gonna be honest, I just think that I should stick with the Trident. I think I've mentally decided I'm gonna do one trip with the Trident to see how many kills I can get. That second trip was 558 casts. You can do the math if you want. The third hour of this Kraken task is down, and that is a total of 164 Kraken, just using the Trident. We started with 111. Simple math, that's 53 kills in that hour. I think that solidifies something. Yeah, I'm sticking with the Trident. Kraken task completed, 178 kills for a lovely 20 Samfu serums. That's 80 doses. We now have a grand total of 828 Samfu serums, the most this account has ever had at a singular time. All right, Watson, we have arrived. I believe it is an elite and an easy oh, it's just an elite I need to hand over. All right then, well, we get the Master Scroll Box, and we get the Master Fallow, a Bow of Elven Craft. Nope, Crystal Bow. The testing completed, the choice made. There goes the Tome of Earth and the soiled pages. I need that bag space back, that's for sure. And it is picked up on the main account. Neat, now I actually have enough space to bag this Dragonstone ring for this Challenge Scroll Elite. That's a very clean inventory to go back to Kraken. Yet another Kraken task completed. We got a grand total of 8 Samfu serums that task, and we will run it back. let's get that Hydra task. 9 skips. There it is, Hydra task after 9 skips. On the plus side, we don't have to worry about the points too much because we have another cave cracking task to do after we bop out this Hydra task, the combat achievement task. So, the Hydra task we will be tackling. No pressure. Grandmaster task, kill the alchemical Hydra using only the Darok's Great Axe, hence why I've been holding on to the Great Axe, as a weapon whilst having no more than 10 hit points throughout the entire fight. I am excited to keep a death counter for this one. I'm not looking up any guides or any strategies. I'm just going in with my existing alchemical Hydra knowledge, and I'm going to pray that I don't die too many times. Imagine a world where most people just simply steal from this poor baker's cake stall. But then there's me, and other combat-only accounts. The Good Samaritans, world hopping to buy this baker's lovely cakes, and I actually bought one too many. But that's fine. I want 1 trout, which heals 7 hit points for the start of the fight, because if you pray the wrong prayer, you need to tick eat. And I hope that point at which you have to tick eat is when the projectiles reach you. So we are going to use super combat potions. I have a couple prayer potions. As a reminder, we're only doing 1 kill. This is the setup. Of course, the Darok's Axe on the Crush style. It is more DPS than Slash. The Avarice is better than the Amulet of Strength or the Glory Tea, but I had the Avarice on hand. My Glory Tea is in the nest right now. The Sweets give me run energy back as well as 1 to 3 hit points. The Cakes heal 4, and there are 3 bites per inventory slot, so this really should be enough. And the Araxite Venom Sacs give me the poison protection, so I won't be poisoned. I actually think taking the hit splats at all will kill me, so that's, I guess, a bit of a non-issue, as I should dodge all of the poison splats. But Araxite Venom Sacs also damage you for 4 when you eat them, so that will be my method of lowering my hit points. Now, with your hit points below 10, you have to worry about the acid pools, which the first phase of Hydra spits, and the lightning that the Hydra spawns as well. Maybe I should have brought a stamina after all. I don't know, I'll do 1 kill without a stam, see how it feels. I'll go in with 100% run. I think the Sweets should be able to keep me up, and as long as I remember to flick correctly, and if I use Rapid Heal, shouldn't really have much to worry about on that front. Enabling and disabling Rapid Heal resets the progress of your hit point regeneration. Before I run over, I'm going to use the Eldritch Spec on a guard to give myself overcharged prayer. I think that's a pretty smart thing to do. I won't be using it throughout the fight, it's just a pre-pot per se. So I've arrived, and you may be wondering, well, how are you gonna get your HP to below 10? You've arrived at the boss lair, and the only thing you have in your inventory is the Araxite Venom Sacs. Well, as a reminder, we're on a very hot floor right now. So if we remove the boots, we take constant 4s. And just like that, we're at 5 hit points. Because I need to be able to eat this trout when I first go in. And I will admit, I did talk to a friend about doing this task the other day, and they mentioned that the Sweets may not cover the hit splats. So if we eat the Araxite Venom Sac, we're at 1 hit point. Whew. Now the heart's starting to race. Oh no, I lost a prayer point. Eat the trout. Eat the trout. Oh, and we're also going to be praying magic for this adventure. I tick ate the first one, but I forgot to swap my prayer. Unlucky. Probably a good thing it's a death bank if I'm honest, but that means I have to kill skeletons in Edgeville instead of running straight out into the wilderness like I normally would after a death. Oh, and don't forget to buy your Boots of Stone back if you die. Of course, without the diary completed. That's not something common-only accounts can do, so... Looting bag retrieved after a bit of a while, to be honest. And I think our fastest way back is just gonna be pest control, take a charter ship to Port Piscarilius, and then take the minecart system to the farming guild. I could technically swap spellbooks, but if I don't respawn with my rune pouch, then obviously that's an issue. Actually, it probably would be better to swap spellbooks so I can have that respawn teleport to go back to Ferox Enclave. Why can't I go to Port Piscarilius? That was weird. Maybe some charter ships don't offer every single location? I don't know, I had 15.8k, so that costs 4,000 gold. Running northwest here, and we have the minecart, of which we will travel to the farming guild. And then we run back. Simple as that. All right, shortest path plugin. Okay, so it is to the south. That is the fastest route to get back to the center. The first collect of likely many, 100k per death. Ooh, that's gonna sting a lot. And of course we will turn on the combat achievement tasks failure just to rub it in my face when I die. Or inevitably forget to eat an Araxite Venom Sac to lower my health. And we have swapped to the correct spellbook. I definitely think being on Arceus for this is much better. Plus, I also get a closer teleport back to Mount Karum. So while that was a lucky entrance, I definitely would have missed the tick-eat on that hit splat, and I hadn't quite worked out my method for the acid phase just yet. Fortunately, out of this second attempt, I have a good showcase of what I did during the electric phase, or at least what I decided would be best for me to do during the electric phase. So in short, I would essentially just run to the middle of the wall that I was closest to, and begin to run in the counterclockwise or clockwise direction depending on which side had the lightning spawn last. Reason being is that this gives me the most amount of time to run around and avoid being zapped. Two. Oh no. I stood in the wrong spot. Dang it. Dang it, dang it. I was doing really good there. The unfortunate wrong tile froze me, then it angled the flames wrong. No. I should have had that tile marked preemptively, so totally on me. Oh, you know what? I just thought about this. The reason why Port Piscarilius is disabled is because Veos is over here. So I'll just take Veos from now on. Saves me a little bit of dough. Yeah, each of these deaths is taking me around 20 minutes to re-gear for another attempt. So now you know that knowledge. I think 2 prayer potions are going to be enough, but I'm gonna bring a 3rd just in case. There's definitely a lot less reliance on food than I thought there'd be, but as long as I keep my HP below 10, that's all that matters. And I mean, under 10 hit points, you're essentially a one-shot kill anyways. So at that rate, there's no real point in eating up to 9 health, let's say, compared to 3. As long as I go in with 1 hit point, I should be able to tick eat a cake. Oh. That hit me much faster than the last one did. What? Okay, I've decided. It takes me 20 minutes to re-gear after dying, but if I teleport out instead and just run back, that should take a maximum of 5 minutes. So I'm just gonna Pray Mage go in, and every time it attacks with range, I'm just gonna teleport out. This will save me a lot of time at the end of the day, and I won't have to worry about tick eating that first attack. We're also gonna be shifting up the strategy, so instead of just running at the boss like I've been doing, I'm just gonna stand at the entrance and wait to see what the attack is. I'm gonna play this a little bit smarter. Also, optimally, we start with the boss in the southeast corner of the room, so when we enter, the boss will be dragged onto the chemical vent and then be weakened immediately. Oh. Ooh, that was close. And as long as you stand on this tile, you won't have any issues during the flame phase. All you should have to worry about is swapping your prayers at the correct time. In short, the flame that's supposed to be following you just gets stuck on the corner of the boss, which is very nice for this challenge. Range. That's mage. One. 2. 3. 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? No way! I got sniped, bro! Oh, that's so frustrating. Oh, God, I was so close. Damn it. Teleport 2. Teleport number 3. Damn, another teleport. Teleport 5, for real this time. My brain is mush. I think I'm gonna try again tomorrow. Hallelujah. 1, 2, 3. Bro. You've got to be kidding me. What I've decided I'm doing now is I'm just going to Lydio over here and I'm buying some cheese potatoes to eat up after each attempt. So in this case, I won't lose the prayer boost that I have. You see 119 and I can simply just teleport back to the battlefront like so. And for example, let's say I splashed before, my prayer isn't 120 and I have over the 55% required special attack. I'll just swap to my magic gear right here and use a special attack on these giant bats over here. And you're able to snipe them on your way to your next attempt at the Hydra kill. And after a little bit of time, I figured out the acid phase as well. Essentially, you click corner to corner. So if you're in the southeast corner, you'd click to the northeast corner or the southwest corner. And in my experience, optimally not running under the boss like that. Now, timing matters a lot with the acid phase. You essentially have to click on the same tick that the Hydra begins to do the acid phase in order to dodge all of the acid pools. Now, of course, since the last phase of Hydra also spits acid, the same logic can be applied there as well. Also, if you just want a general explanation of the Alchemical Hydra boss, I covered that in a previous video, which will be attached in the cards all the way back in Season 1. One. That's annoying. Generally, the run around the room strategy with the electricity works. I haven't had that happen yet. I think one of two things happened there. One, I may have idled too long standing at the wall waiting for the electricity to get closer. And or two, I believe I lost a tick standing in that corner, which would have given me the extra distance I needed to avoid that last lightning strike. I don't know. You let me know what you think in the comments down below. Don't do it. Oh, I misclicked. I meant to click the cake, because I thought I could tick eat the frickin' lightning. And then I just dodged the lightning. God damn it! Yeah, I have to say, that is an impressive new one. Oh, and I will note, whenever I get into a situation like this and my supplies are low, I have to take additional time to walk back to the bank to unnote more supplies. I find that I'm not really using any of the food supplies necessarily. It's more or less just ensuring that I have the amount of potions that I need. And yes, a majority of the time I have to walk this because I want to arrive back at the Hydra lair with around 90 to 95 run so that I can start the fight immediately. And we are back. So that was like 3 minutes. Not as bad as I thought. Are you kidding me? Oh. Focused too hard on the lightning and wasn't counting or watching the boss to see that it swapped attacks. Alright, first time I did that and hopefully the last. Come on, man. Should I have ran the other direction? Frickin' range, bro. I was late. That's very upsetting. That looting bag unironically took maybe 20 minutes. Stop ranging! Bro! 3. Oh my god. Nine. 1. 2. I forgot to swap prayers. Bro, this is so much pressure. I would have had it first kill of the day. No. Why brain? Why did you just have to shut off there? No. You know what? I've reflected. I've watched the clip back. Yeah, I didn't deserve that. No. Well, at least it's a teleport out. Okay, it's not my brightest moment. 3. 9. It was late, but that's fine. 7. 8. 9. Oh my god, yes. Yeah! Oh, I couldn't even go that hard. Yeah! It's done. Oh my god. I don't even know how many times I died. I'm gonna guess around 20, 30 times. Holy crap, that was... One thing I learned from doing this grind is that I have a massive skill issue looking at the stats and my gameplay, obviously, because, I made some brain dead mistakes, which if I just thought a little harder, turn the brain on, it would have been done that much sooner. But yes, yes, it's done. I'm so happy that's done. Now I can go back to Venenatis. And we can now risk the Darok's Great Axe at Venenatis, which is the reason why I wanted to knock out that CA, so I no longer need the Darok's Great Axe. Bosses. Alchemical Hydra. View tasks. No pressure. Badass. Oh, that feels good to get done. And I guess after I decant these potions at good old Bob Barter, I will put up text on screen to tell you how much super combat doses I used and how many prayer potion doses I used. I still have some left, so that's good. And we cancel that. So while kill count was gained on both Venenatis and our elite clue count, I feel like the crowning achievement of this episode was allowing us to be able to use that Darok's Axe at Venenatis again by completing the no pressure combat achievement. Our last 2 goals still remain, and in the next episode, we get to work. Click the relevant buttons below the video, and I'll see you in the next one.